Alrighty. Hello, everyone. It's time for a brand new video by yours truly, Blitzball Champ. Hope everybody's doing well. So, this is going to be a review video. So, I had the awesome opportunity to go to an All Elite Wrestling Dynamite live taping. Yes, this one took place in my home state of North Carolina and in the biggest city in North Carolina, Charlotte. This was at the Bojangles Coliseum. This was this past Wednesday, November 6th, and I I went there. Actually, met up with some friends there, so it's a lot of fun. Like I said, this was at the Bojangles Coliseum in Charlotte. My first time ever going to this venue. I honestly didn't really know. One second. I honestly didn't even know this venue existed. Because usually a lot of the shows, wrestling shows that I've gone to, are either in Concord at the Cabarrus Arena or, oh my goodness, there was an arena in downtown Charlotte. I forgot the name of it already. But typically, shows I go to are in Concord. That's typically the hot spot. But yeah, AEW coming to Charlotte, North Carolina for the first time, and they did the live TV taping for AEW Dynamite, and they also did AEW Dark as well. So it had three dark matches, um, which actually AEW Dark for Charlotte released just yesterday, Friday. So that was November 8th. So usually it releases every Tuesday, but I guess with Full Gear coming up tonight, I guess they released this one early. So, which was cool, which was really cool. But definitely had a lot of fun. So to start off, one of the first things they had was a meet and greet where you got to meet the Rhodes family. But this was only for the first 100 people that arrived and lined up first. So those first 100 people got a free meet and greet with the Rhodes family. So it's Cody, Brandy, and Dustin. So yeah, and luckily I was within that group of 100, so I did get to meet Brandy, Cody, and Dustin of the Rhodes family. So that was really cool. Overall, the venue itself, it's a beautiful venue. It's a very nice venue. Tons of concessions. I was really, really impressed. The view was magnificent. So I was in section 124, row I, seat one, and that's in the upper area. But I tell you what, it was a great view. I could see the whole ring. I was on the right side of the entrance ramp, so still had a pretty good view to see everything on the screen, and they had the big scoreboard panel up in the center of the Coliseum where you could see the action as well. So overall, I was hoping to get a closer seat when I originally got the tickets, but all the scalpers ruined that. But overall, I was very pleased with my seat. I was. I definitely was. Um, Also, got some good merchandise. I had gotten a regular AEW shirt and this bad boy right here, the cleaner Kenny Omega. I got one of his shirts, and I do have a Riho and a Hikaru Shida shirt on the way that I got from ProWrestlingTees.com. So, but yeah, the merch table was busy all night before the show and after the show. So, really, really did well. I don't believe this show was sold out, but they had one side, camera side. There was some seats there, but then everything else was blacked out. So I mean, kind of hate when shows do that, but I mean, yeah. But from what I've heard, this one didn't sell out. So yeah. But anyway, So let's get into to all that took place. So first, let's get into the AEW dark matches just to get that out of the way. So they did one AEW dark match in the beginning before the AEW Dynamite start, and then the last two AEW darks after Dynamite ended. So, uh, the first AEW dark match was Hikaru Shida versus Big Swole Ariel Monroe. Um, I was really, really excited for this match because I'm a pretty new fan of Hikaru Shida. I've seen her a couple of times, but this was my first time getting a chance to see her live. So I was really, really happy that she was on the card. And Big Swole, Ariel Monroe, I've seen a couple of times. I learned about her through the Mae Young Classic season two. Yeah, season two. I think it was season two. Yeah. And so she's, Cedric Alexander's wife. So yeah, this was actually a pretty good match. Enjoyed watching them both in the ring. They had good chemistry. Started off a little slow, but then the pace picked up. Only thing that kind of ruined it for me was the end. Not because, the way that it ended, but because my view was blocked because there was a family that apparently had tickets from the radio station, whatever radio station that was, but they tried to get the seats that me and the others in my row were sitting at. So they had a staff member and everything, and it's not that I was bothered by that, but it's the fact that they were standing in front of our row instead of to the side to discuss, the misunderstanding. And it was just, I was annoyed. The people sitting next to me were annoyed, and we had our phones out because we had gotten the tickets from, the Ticketmaster site. So, staff member thankfully was cooperative and, had apologized. But because of that, I had missed the ending. So I had to rewatch that AEW Dark on YouTube just to catch the ending. But, Hikaru Shida got the victory. And, yeah, so that was probably really the only bad thing that just kind of ruined the experience for me. But, well, it didn't ruin the experience for me, but just it damaged it a little bit. But other than that, I was just really happy to get a chance to see Hikaru Shida live and in action. I'm really big into Joshi Pro wrestlers, so that really was a big moment for me. So awesome. The second AEW Dark match that they did was a tag team match, a women's tag team match. So they had Shalandra Royal teaming up with Shaza McKenzie to take on the librarian Leva Bates and the native beast Nyla Rose. I have actually seen Shaza McKenzie back at Queens of Combat, so I am familiar with her. She's a pretty good wrestler. Shalandra Royal, never heard of, so this was new for me. Leva Bates, of course, a lot of people know her as Blue Pants, also formerly one half of the Lucha Sisters with Mia Yim, I believe. And then Nyla Rose, this is my first time seeing her in action, and of course, it was kind of a big deal because I'm sure most people know that she's a transgender wrestler. But this match was pretty much might as well have been a 2-on-1 handicap match. Nyla Rose was in it the whole time, didn't tag in Leva Bates, even threw one of her opponents into Leva Bates. I think it was Shaza McKenzie, I think. But yeah, this was pretty much a 2-on-1 handicap match. Nyla Rose pretty much destroyed Shaza and Shalandra. They did get some offense in, but didn't really do much. But Nyla Rose showed her dominance and got the victory for her team after hitting a senton bomb on both Shaza and Shalandra stacked on each other. So that was pretty cool. She executed that perfectly. So yeah, so that was really cool. Um, and the third AEW Dark match was a six-man tag team match. We had the Hybrid 2, which is Angelico and Jack Evans, teaming up with Kip Sabian to take on the AEW Tag Team Champions SCU of Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian, and Shima. Shima's definitely one of my favorites. I got the chance to see him live at Dragon Gate, the Southern Gate show back a long time ago in Burlington, North Carolina. Um, let's see. And I did get to see SCU a couple of times back in ROH when they came to Concord. Let's see. And the other three, the Hybrid 2 and Kip Sabian, I'm seeing for the first time. This was a very action-packed match. Back and forth. Really showcased both teams very, very well. And it was just really, really cool. And Shima got the pin for their team by hitting a Meteora. And yeah, that was the AEW Dark matches. Good matches. Really good matches. Like I said, I enjoyed the first one. And this one was really, really a lot of fun. But yeah, that was AEW Dark. Like I said, they did one match at the beginning and then two at the end. All right, so let's get into AEW Dynamite, the actual live TV taping part. So we had oh, before I do that, had a special guest commentator for Hikaru Shida and Big Swole, which was the Enforcer, Double A, Arn Anderson. So that was really cool to see him live as well, to join the commentary crew. Excuse me. Anyway, AEW Dynamite started off with a match between Trent, one half of Best Friends, Trent Beretta, taking on Pac. I've actually gotten to see Trent Beretta a number of times live through ROH and even through New Japan Pro Wrestling when they came to Charlotte, when he was in the main event challenging for the IWGP United States Championship against Juice Robinson at the time. And I've actually gotten to meet Pac back in Dragon Gate. He was also at the Open the Southern Gate show. He was in the main event, teamed up with Ricochet to take on Chuck Taylor and Akira Tozawa. Really, really good main event match. This was a pretty good match. Only thing that was interesting was that the botch at the end where Pac hit the black arrow, but Beretta got his shoulder up, which I guess like it was supposed to be pinned and supposed to be a 1-2-3 count, but supposedly he kind of lifted his shoulder up to make it seem like the count was broken up. So Pac ended up transitioning into the Rings of Saturn in order to get the submission victory. It was kind of hard to see from the angle that I was at, but when I look back at it, that's what folks were saying that was happening, because yeah, it was just really weird. It was just really weird, but it was good to see these two in action. Also had a pretty funny spot that involved Orange Cassidy, where he got tried to step up to Pac, which that was pretty funny. But overall, this match was pretty good. I really didn't have any complaints. Let's see, 1 second. All right, let's keep going. The American Nightmare Cody came out to make an announcement, And it was such a promo. It was such a really, really good promo. The crowd was into it. It was like hot fire. So, he has a title shot for the AEW Championship, World Championship against Chris Jericho at Full Gear tonight. And he made a stipulation. If Cody cannot defeat Chris Jericho for the title, then he can no longer challenge for the AEW World Championship. So, big statement. Big, bold stipulation. But who knows? Maybe he'll come through. We'll just have to wait and see. But that promo was excellent. The crowd was into it. He delivered that promo, I mean, just on point. The emotion, the passion was there. Excellent promo to the American Nightmare Cody. Okay, the next match we had was... we had a tag team match. There's some stipulations with this. So the Dark Order went up against Private Party, and the winner of this match would be inserted into the tag team title picture at Full Gear to take on SCU and the Lucha Brothers. And of course, both the Lucha Brothers and SCU were in attendance during this match, doing commentary. And this match was really, really awesome. The Dark Order and Private Party. It was good seeing these two teams live for the first time. Was really, really digging this match. Very much high flying, a lot of action, just back and forth. But in the end, Private Party got the victory and got added to the championship match. And of course, all three teams were in the ring at once, and it was just really crazy. It was quite a moment. But I think this is going to be a really excellent triple threat tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. So, good stuff. Really, really good stuff. They also did a pretty funny video package for Chris Jericho that involved Virgil. I think it involved his aunt, Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, who really didn't say anything. But it was a really, really funny video package. And Virgil made the comment that that Chris Jericho's potential is equivalent to Olive Garden breadsticks, unlimited. So I thought that was pretty funny. Just it was a great little package video for Chris Jericho. Anyway, next we had a women's division tag team match where we had Jamie Hayter teaming up with Emi Sakura to take on Shana and the AEW World Women's Champion, Riho. I was really, really happy for this match. I had been wanting to see Riho for a while now. This match was really great. Pretty much back and forth. Got to see some good spots from all four wrestlers. But in the end, Emi Sakura got a huge victory, pinning the champion Riho to get the victory for her team. And because of that, Emi Sakura has a AEW Women's World Title shot against Riho tonight at Full Gear. What's really interesting about this is that Emi Sakura was Riho's teacher back when Riho had been wrestling since she was 9, and Emi Sakura was one of her trainers. So this was, teacher beat the student, so teacher now has a title shot where the student's the champion. So it'll be really interesting to see how this match goes. I'm actually pretty excited for it. Emi Sakura and Riho, but the tag team match was really good. Um, got to see more of Shana, which she recently had a match against Hikaru Shida, which was actually a pretty good match. So it was good to see more of her. But overall, really good tag team match. Next up, we had Brandon Cutler go up against Shawn Spears, who was accompanied by uh, Tully Blanchard. Uh, this match could have been better. I thought it was way too short, but this match could have been so much better. But Shawn Spears got the victory. Was going to attack Brandon Cutler with a steel chair. Then the bad boy Joey Janela came out for the save. So, which I also believe is on Full Gear as well. Shawn Spears versus Joey Janela. So that should be good. But overall, match was too short. And then we had the main event of AEW Dynamite. We had ourselves a tag team match. We had the AEW World Champion Chris Jericho teaming up with Sammy Guevara, all part of the Inner Circle stable. And they went up against Hangman Adam Page and the cleaner Kenny Omega. Um, Now this I believe was my first time seeing Chris Jericho live. So this was a pretty big deal for me. Um, I had seen Hangman Adam Page a good handful of times through ROH, and this was my first time seeing Kenny Omega live. So this was a very hype main event for me, and it was really good. I had some trash talking from the crowd and Chris Jericho at the beginning, but the match the match was wild. The match was pretty wild, and ultimately Chris Jericho got the victory for his team by hitting the Judas effect on Hangman Adam Page. Of course, afterwards was when all the chaos ensued. I mean, Adam Page and Kenny Omega, they were getting beat down. Let's see, Cody came out. Uh, let's see, we had Cody, we had MJF, we had Santana and Ortiz. They came out. We had the Young Bucks come out. We had John Moxley come out, and it was chaos. It was just chaos. The battle was all over the place, in and out of the ring. There was even a really crazy spot where I believe Matt Jackson leaped off from one of the structures near the entrance ramp onto the crowd of wrestlers, which that was really, really cool. Everybody went crazy for that. There was a standoff between Kenny Omega and John Moxley in the ring. Moxley had a barbed wire bat, and Kenny Omega had a barbed wire broom. So, yeah, it was crazy. It was really, really crazy ending to that. Um, but yeah, uh, what was really funny was at the end of the whole show, just the whole show in its entirety. Um, we had a couple of wrestlers in the ring throwing out merchandise, and a very lucky kid got a chance to get into the ring and pin Brandon Cutler, and he had like a nice little replica title belt. And Scorpio Sky had the phone to record everything for the kids. So I thought that was really cool. That was a nice little treat for a lucky fan. He was in the ring with SCU, the Young Bucks, Cody. I think Kenny Omega was there. Um, Brandon Cutler was there. But yeah, just a handful of wrestlers. Sheba was there. So yeah, this was an excellent show. Definitely got my money's worth, and I really hope that AEW wrestling can come back to Charlotte in the future, or hey, maybe even come to Raleigh. I mean, hey, that'd be closer. And who knows? Maybe we'll get a pay per view as well. But overall, AEW Dynamite and AEW Dark was a lot of fun. I'm so happy that they came to Charlotte. Um, so happy I got to see Kenny Omega in action, Riho, Hikaru Shida, um, Private Party. Like, just ignore that in the background. Um, I was just really, really happy to get a chance to see, some of my favorite stars in action with AEW, and they did not disappoint. So I highly recommend if you have the opportunity to see a AEW show live in your hometown, do it. Just do it. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching this video. For those of y'all that went, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Those that watched on TV, let me know what you thought. And yeah, just comments. Yeah, by all means. Anyway, thank y'all so much. This is Blitzball Champ signing off. I will see y'all next time. Peace.